Action News Now Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Breaking news as we track the Dixie Fire. We've learned that Highway 70 on the east part of the Jarbo Gap all the way to the 89 junction has reopened for people who live in the area, but be very careful out there. There are still a lot of hazards and crews working. And we're taking a live look right now over smoky skies near that fire burning in Plumas County. Chief Meteorologist Jason Stiff is tracking conditions. Jason, it's pretty hot here. I can only imagine what crews are up against out there.
Yeah, they have a lot of heat. Thankfully, the wind isn't very strong. I'm just checking out some of the most recent observations in the vicinity of the Dixie Fire. No wind gusts in excess of 20 miles an hour. It's between 15 and 19, and most other places have wind between 5 and 15 miles an hour. You probably also noticed if you live anywhere around the valley, the air quality is better than it was late last week. It's certainly not ideal. We'd call today a hazier day rather than a downright smoky day like we had Friday and Saturday. But for most of the area from Redding southward toward Chico, it's a moderate category to unhealthy for sensitive groups. Still worse though over the higher terrain. Not as bad as it has been in Trinity County, where we were heading deep into the hazardous level as we move into late last week. But thankfully it is a little bit improved, but we still have lots of heat and lots of haze and smoke ahead. Or excessive heat watches for the Trinity County area. That from Wednesday afternoon through Thursday afternoon. Excessive heat warning for Siskiyou County from Tuesday through Saturday. A long duration heat event there. And we also have heat advisories out for eastern Siskiyou County and Modoc County for Wednesday through Friday. Current temperatures also pretty hot. 102 degrees right now in Redding, slightly higher than average. It's 89 degrees in Chester, 91 degrees in Paradise, and 97 degrees in Chico. It is warmer than yesterday. We've had a little bit less haze in the air. We also have a warming trend ahead. Temperatures between 3 and 6 degrees warmer around the valley right now. Very little cloud cover though. As you can see, we have the smoke over Lassen, Plumas, and Modoc counties. Plenty of smoke for Trinity as well as Siskiyou into Mendocino County too, but no great chances for any wet weather for most of us. We're going to have a gradual increase in the cloud cover Tuesday afternoon and then especially the latter half of this week with a slight chance. There are going to be isolated showers and storms again over the Sierra, the adjacent Cascade or the adjacent foothills as well as the plateau. A few more clouds by Wednesday afternoon, but you may not see them because that smoke is still going to be in the way. Speaking of which, here's your smoke tracker forecast. Not quite as smoky for the valley as you'll notice, but still far from ideal. It's worse air quality for Trinity County, especially from the Dixie Fire southward and southeastward toward Reno, as well as Lake Tahoe. That's going to last through at least Wednesday, and we're still going to have plenty of smoke for the higher elevations, but just enough of a delta breeze is pushing into the valley to keep the air quality a little bit better. Again, not good, but at least not as bad as it was late last week. So here's the forecast for Tuesday. For the northern mountains, it's still going to be really smoky, but it will also be hotter. Highs from 97 to 102 degrees for northeastern California. Lots of 90s for highs tomorrow. Still very smoky, but thankfully not that windy. Lows will be comfortably cool in the 40s and lower 50s. For the ridge, it is still going to be pretty smoky the next several days. Overnight lows, mild. 60s and lower 70s with hotter highs than they were today. Upper 80s and lower to mid 90s on Tuesday afternoon. And for the valley, also hazy tonight and hazy tomorrow, but not quite as smoky as it has been. Lows seasonably mild in the 60s, and it's going to be higher than average tomorrow afternoon, hotter than today too, 103 to 105 degrees. And the Chico area, also widespread 60s for overnight lows. Highs tomorrow still hot for this time of year, 100 to 103 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. Next 7 days in Chico, fairly consistent, but there is a warming trend through Thursday and Friday with highs up to 103 degrees. We might not have advisories, but it's still going to be above average, and a better chance for some gusty wind at times next Monday. And for the Redding area, look at that, between 105 and 110 tomorrow through Saturday, cooling a little bit Sunday and Monday.